UmJammerLammy is a 1999 video game meant to follow up on the original Parappa the Rapper for the PS1. Similar to Parappa the Rapper 1, this game follows the call and response structure of that game, with the teachers throwing you a line and you mimicking it back. However, rather than mimicking it back through words, you will mimic it back via your guitar. As such, all the songs in the game are heavy metal or other various rock genres. In addition, at least during the Lammy phase, this means that there are no lyrics that come from you, the player. This changes on the B-side, where you effectively, after beating the main story, you will get access to all the Parappa tracks in the game, which is essentially a side story that uses all the same stages from the main game, but now with Parappa in them, and as well as different arrangements for all the instrumentation. The tracks still follow roughly the same theming as they do in the Lammy versions, but they're generally slower and built just more so for lyrics to be mimicked back. As a result of this, in addition to the bad, awful, and cool variants of each in-game track, there are a total of 26 tracks in this game. This also includes the cutscene tracks, which in the OST are listed as basically entirely their own track. It's treated as a medley, so I'll include that one as well. And thus, without further ado, this is my top 5 UmJammerLammy tracks.
Number 5.
I'll start with my number 5, Fright Flight Parappa version. This song is generally a step back from the heavy metal version that you see in stage 4 of Lammy's campaign. However, it goes for a much more chill tone, and I'd say it still holds up pretty well in its own right.
Number 4.
At number 4, I have Fire Fire, aka Lammy's Stage 2. This track is more punk rock, and I really like it because it's real easy to flow on for cool mode, as you can see me doing in the background here. I think it's a real disservice to the game that didn't open with this track and instead opened with the I Am a Master and You track. In fact, the Parappa story actually opens with this track instead of I Am a Master and You. It's a funky opening stage track that leaves a great impression on the player.
Number 3.
At number 3, I'm going out on a bit of an odd choice. I'm going with the track We Are Milk Can, or in other words, pretty much all the background music from the main cutscenes in the Lammy story. This track, unlike all the other tracks, is not a variation of rock or rap, and is instead fully orchestrated. It is very much in the style of Matsuya Matsura, and is actually kind of a precursor to what he would then work on later as his final project for Nana Onsha, Major Minor's Majestic March. I like it, it's got some good instrumentation, it's a neat break from the rest of the soundtrack.
Number 2.
For number 2, I'm going with Fright Flight, Lammy's version, also known as Stage 4. This is a cut and shut heavy metal track. It's very fast, definitely one of the hardest tracks in the game to actually play, but it rewards you with just being a very, very strong track. It's great, what can I say? I really like this one. I've listened to it in my spare time.
It's number 1.
At number 1, I'm putting Taste of Teriyaki. This is a pretty tough decision for me. I really like Fright Flight, but honestly, I'm giving it to this track solely because a lot of the instrumentals in this game on their own can be kind of repetitive, similar to Parappa the Rapper 1. This one, I don't think falls in that trap at all. The cool mode in this track is especially good. The flanger really adds to it in my opinion. Take a listen. It's hard to really narrow down what kind of genre this track is. I know it was a very common type of genre back then, kind of a more goth rock approach. And it kind of fits, given that in specifically the PAL and Japanese versions of the game, this is a stage where Lammy goes to hell and has to perform in hell in order to be teleported back out. In America, it switched to an island. It changed mainly to remove some references to the devil. The stage itself is also kind of unique in that it's called Vital Idol and deliberately makes references to like the Japanese idol scene. It doesn't really land as a reference that well in the West, but if you take a look at it, it really does kind of. The stage itself is also pretty unique. I mean, first of all, there's the setting, but along with that, it really also kind of pokes fun at idols in Japan. Like, it doesn't really land quite as well in the Western version, but the whole idea is that this is like hellish entertainment that they're just like playing in hell, and that kind of always got a kick out of me. So I always found this track pretty memorable, and the whole stage as well. And with that, that is my top 5 UmJammerLammy tracks. Some stuff I cut out was Power Off, Power On. I like that track, but it's quite similar in genre to like Fright Flight, being stage 5. It also is kind of heavy metal. It's a bit slower. It's got some different influences, but it's not quite as good anyway. I was also considering Casino in My Hair because it's funny that there's a whole track for it that's like a minute 30 long for a track that plays for exactly 4 seconds in a cutscene in the opening of stage 5.